The room is silent. No music, no footsteps. Just the sound of a clock ticking. When a man who stopped the world's worst evil disappears, the world doesn't become safer. It becomes hungry. Night falls over a quiet coastal town. The streets are empty, the lights dim, and the ocean moves slowly under the dark sky. Somewhere far from the noise of the city, Robert McCall lives a simple life. No weapons on the table. No enemies at the door. Just books, coffee, and silence. This is not the life of a hunter. This is the life of a man who has already paid for his past. McCall wakes before sunrise. He fixes his watch with care, like every second still matters. He walks through the town, helping small people in small ways. A broken door. A scared neighbor. A problem no one else wants to touch. He never stays long. He never asks for thanks. To the world, he is just another old man trying to live quietly. But the past does not forget. As McCall sits alone in a small cafe, his eyes drift to the window. His face does not change, but his body knows something is wrong. The noise outside fades. The ticking of his watch grows louder. In his mind, memories returned, dark rooms, hard choices, lives saved and lives lost. He remembers every face. Every second across the city in places we barely see, something is moving. Old files are opened. Names are spoken again. A pattern is found. Someone has been watching. Someone has been learning how McCall thinks, how he plans, how he waits. This is not a random enemy. This is someone patient. Someone calm. Someone just as controlled. A voice begins. Slow and cold. There was a man who believed justice could be measured, timed, controlled. He was right. Until now, the calm life cracks in a single moment. A scream in the distance. A sudden burst of violence that does not belong in this quiet place. McCall arrives too late. The damage is already done. Innocent people hurt. Fear spreading fast. McCall stands still. He looks at his hands. They shake for just a second. He knows what this means. This is not a call for help. This is a message. The watch clicks. He tightens the strap. His eyes harden, not with anger, but with focus. The man who wanted peace understands one simple truth: when evil comes looking for you, hiding is no longer an option, and justice is about to wake up again. The city wakes up, but something feels wrong. Sirens echo longer than usual. New screens flash images of violence with no clear answers. Attacks that look planned, clean, and quiet. No signs of fear. No mistakes. The kind of work only professionals leave behind. People argue on TV, calling it chaos. But Robert McCall sees the truth. This is order. Cold, sharp, and intentional. McCall returns to his room and opens a hidden case he promised himself he would never touch again. Inside are old tools, not just weapons, but memories. Each item carries a weight. He does not rush. He never rushes. He studies the recent attacks like a puzzle, placing each moment in his mind. Time of entry. Time of exit. Who was spared? Who was not? A pattern forms, and it sends a chill through him. Someone out there thinks like him. In another part of the city, a man stands alone in a dark room filled with screens. His face is calm. His eyes show no joy, no anger. Only control? He watches footage of McCall helping strangers, blending into crowds, disappearing before anyone can ask questions. The man smiles slightly, not with happiness, but with respect. He still believes he chooses when to act, the man says quietly. That belief will be his weakness. This new enemy does not want money. He does not want power. He wants balance. In his mind, McCall broke the rules long ago by playing judge, jury, and executioner. Now the score must be evened. Not by chaos, but by challenge. One calculated move at a time. McCall feels the pressure close in. Friends from his past stop answering calls. Safe places no longer feel safe. Someone is forcing him back into the open, step by step. Every attack is close enough to be personal, but distant enough to feel like a warning. The message is clear. I know you. I see you. A quiet voice returns, low and serious. You taught the world how to stop monsters, but you never taught it how to stop you. McCall walks through a crowded street. People rush past him, unaware that a silent war has begun around them. He stops suddenly. His watch ticks louder. He senses it the moment before danger. He pulls a child out of the way just before a car crashes into a storefront. Screams fill the air. Smoke rises. McCall looks across the street. For a brief second, he locks eyes with a man standing calmly among the chaos. No fear, no rush, just understanding. They do not speak. They do not move, but both men know the truth. This is no longer about saving strangers. This time, it's personal. The city turns into a chessboard. Every street, every building, every shadow becomes a possible move. Robert McCall no longer walks freely. He plans, he counts steps. He studies reflections in windows and listens to sounds most people ignore. He knows this enemy is not chasing him blindly. This enemy is guiding him. The attacks become closer, faster, more personal. Safe houses burn to the ground before McCall arrives. A man he once saved is found beaten, alive, but broken enough to send a message. McCall feels the weight of every decision he ever made. For years he believed removing evil was enough. Now he sees the cost. Evil learns. Evil adapts. Night after night, McCall steps back into the role he tried to leave behind. His movements are sharp, controlled, and efficient. Fights are fast and brutal. No wasted motion. No loud hero moments, just survival. He uses the world around him: stairs, doors, corners, time itself. Every second is measured. Every breath has a purpose, but something is different this time. The enemy is always one step ahead. McCall walks into a trap he knows is a trap. He chooses to enter anyway. Inside an empty warehouse, lights flicker. Silence presses down hard. Then the voice returns, echoing from the darkness. "You're slower than you used to be," the voice says. Not weak, just human. A fight erupts without warning. Fists clash. Glass shatters. Steel rings against steel. This opponent does not panic. He does not rush. He mirrors McCall's style, blocking before the strike lands, moving before danger arrives. For the first time in years, McCall is pushed back. Between blows. Words cut deeper than fists. "You think you save people," the man says. "But all you do is teach the world how to kill better." McCall escapes, but barely. Blood on his sleeve. Pain in his ribs. He hides in the shadows, breathing hard, listening to his watch tick louder than ever. He knows now what this enemy wants, not his death, his doubt. As the city sleeps, McCall sits alone, staring at his reflection. He sees the faces of people he saved, and the ones he could not. The line he walks suddenly feels thin, dangerous. He wonders if the enemy is right. If justice without mercy is just another kind of violence. Morning comes with no answers. Only another challenge. A final message arrives. A place, a time. No traps. No civilians. No running. McCall closes his eyes. He tightens his watch. This fight is no longer about stopping evil. It's about deciding what justice truly means. When two men believe they are right, the place is empty. No traffic. No noise. Just cold air and hard ground. The city feels far away, like it is holding its breath. Robert McCall arrives early. He always does. He studies the space, measures distance, counts time. But this time, there is nothing to prepare for. No traps, no backup. Only truth. The other man appears from the shadows, calm and steady. No weapon in his hands. No fear in his eyes. Two men stand facing each other, both shaped by violence, both believing they serve justice. For a long moment, neither speaks. The only sound is McCall's watch. Tick, tick. "You could have stayed hidden," the man says. "You chose to come." McCall answers quietly. Some things can't be avoided. They circle each other slowly. No rush, no anger. This is not about strength anymore. It is about belief. The enemy speaks of balance, of control, of ending violence by becoming better at it. McCall listens not to argue, but to understand. For the first time, he sees himself through someone else's eyes. The fight is short, hard, honest, no style. No show, just two tired men testing what remains. In the end, McCall stands, breathing heavy. The other man is down, alive, looking up at him, waiting for the final choice. The watch ticks louder than ever. McCall could end it. He has done it before. He knows how. Instead, he steps back. This ends now, McCall says. Not with death. With stopping. Sirens rise in the distance. The city wakes again. McCall walks away before anyone arrives. No victory pose. No final look back. Just a man choosing a different ending. The screen fades to black. A final line appears. Justice is not about power. It's about choice. The watch stops ticking. The Equalizer 4 coming soon.